Welcome to the unofficial abridged audio recording of the Book of Mormon. The Book of Mormon is a record of ancient people and is full of really cool and inspiring stories. Go to mormon.org if you want a free copy of this epic and true record. But until then, enjoy the Book of Mormon stories here on YouTube.
So Lehi had another dream, and the Lord told him this time that the boys needed to return to Jerusalem for Ishmael's family so that they can have posterity. Ishmael was a guy living in Jerusalem, and he had a lot of daughters. If Lehi's family left Jerusalem and wandered off in the desert, and it was basically mainly boys, there'd be no point because eventually they'd all die and they would have no families, and what's the point? With this request, no one really complained about going back for the daughters of Ishmael. They headed right back to town. Once they arrived, the Lord softened the heart of Ishmael. He must have, can you imagine? Hey, come out in the desert with all these guys and bring your daughters too, it'll be fun. So yeah, he agreed to leave town, and they came on out with them. As they were traveling back to Lehi's camp, remember it was 3 days through the desert, trouble struck. They were wandering around in the wilderness, headed back to Lehi's camp, when Laman and Lemuel and 2 of the daughters of Ishmael and 2 of the sons of Ishmael and their families did rebel against Nephi and Sam and Ishmael and his wife and 3 of their daughters. They wanted to go back to Jerusalem, back to all their money, and back to the good life. Nephi was getting pretty tired of this, and he decided to speak pretty bluntly to them, saying, "Behold, ye are mine elder brethren, and how is it that ye are so hard in your hearts, and so blind in your minds, that ye have need that I, your younger brother, should speak unto you, yea, and set an example for you? How is it that ye have not hearkened unto the word of the Lord? How is it that ye have forgotten that ye have seen an angel of the Lord? Yea, and how is it that ye have forgotten what great things the Lord hath done for us in delivering us out of the hands of Laban, and also that we should obtain the record? Yea, and how is it that ye have forgotten the Lord is able to do all this according to his will for the children of men, if it so be that they exercise faith in him? Wherefore, let us be faithful to him." Nephi is pretty much saying, like, come on, guys, you're being super lame. Why are you always trying to, thwart the plan that the Lord has? So Nephi keeps talking. "And if it so be that we were faithful to him, we shall obtain the land of promise. And ye shall know at some future period that the word of the Lord shall be fulfilled concerning the destruction of Jerusalem. For all things which the Lord hath spoken concerning the destruction of Jerusalem must be fulfilled. For behold, the Spirit of the Lord ceases soon to strive with them. For behold, they have rejected the prophets, and Jeremiah they've cast into prison." He was a prophet. "And they have sought to take away the life of my father, insomuch that they have driven him out of the land. Now behold, I say unto you that if ye will return unto Jerusalem, ye shall also perish with them. And now if ye have choice, go up to the land, and remember the words which I speak unto you, that if ye go up, you will perish. For thus the Spirit of the Lord constraineth me that I should speak." In other words, fine, go back to Jerusalem, where everyone's being super wicked and killing prophets and putting the really cool prophet Jeremiah in the prison. Go back to Jerusalem, do your thing, but guess what? It's going to be destroyed, and you'll be destroyed too. Nephi's brothers were not touched by his little speech. As a matter of fact, they were really wroth, which means angry, by the way. They tied him up, and they left him there to die in the desert, figuring that maybe a wild animal or some nasty evil thing might come across him and gobble him up. As they started to leave him, tied up there laying in the sand, Nephi said a prayer. O Lord, according to my faith which is in thee, wilt thou deliver me from the hands of my brethren? Yea, even give me strength that I may burst these bands which I am bound. And with this prayer, Nephi broke the ropes that were holding him and stood up again and began to ask kindly that the rebels repent. Laman and Lemuel were even more angry, but as they were getting ready to throttle Nephi, Ishmael's wife and 2 of her children stood up for him, pleading that they just lay off him for once and be nice. They were very persuasive, and Laman and Lemuel began to cry, and even bow before Nephi, asking for mercy. Nephi forgave them, but he told them that they should pray and ask the Lord for forgiveness. So they prayed, and when they finished, everybody decided they were ready to head back to Lehi's camp.
This audio recording is not an official publication of The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, aka the Mormons. The reading and opinions expressed on these recordings are not endorsed or probably not even recognized by the church. The YouTube channel Book of Mormon Stories is a personal project by me, Greg Williams, born out of my love and testimony for the book and the truths contained therein.